Welcome back to my info dump series about aspects of Mourn, my upcoming book anthology book series, where I create my own kind of superhero universe. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. It's doing well. I thought it might. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Le Pale Grue today. I gotta get to the info dump really quick because you're immediately gonna jump on something, and you shouldn't, because these are not the Infocom Grue. You're not likely to be eaten by a Grue. In fact, my Grue are vegetarians, and you'll see that a lot because my world there's no real meat. Mourn, there's no real meat. It's all fake meat. Has all the proteins and textures, so your body's fooled. But not real meat. Grue, there are two varieties. We're going to talk about the pale today. We'll talk about the void another day. It's further down the line. There's actually 2 stars in this. There's Freya Kaine, who's a pale Grue, and down the line, the last book is actually a Grue, a void Grue, and we'll get to her when we get to her. Pale Grue have off-white skin. You might think that's kind of odd. Yep. They glow when they're exposed to light. So yeah, if they're kind of odd in that regard. It's like they glow in the dark. It's the pale Grue, not the void Grue. Void Grue do something different when they're exposed to light. We'll get to them again later down the road. But the pale Grue are just... they can also see in the ultraviolet spectrum, so they can see at night. It's not easy to sneak up on them because seeing into the ultraviolet spectrum means that invisibility spells and cloaking devices don't really work on them. They have horns instead of ears that spiral back from the sides of their head, which I've always, in my head, that just makes them so freaking cool. Their world was destroyed by a supernova. So they didn't really get put into the, okay, we need to see for 10 generations, because the Grue were already pretty cool race because they were scampering to think outside the box. In fact, one of the they owe it to one of their world leaders who was messing around with magic and found out about Mourn that saved them. So the society has a knack for thinking outside the box, and they found a loophole in finding Mourn, which has been closed since. But they found the loophole, and the Pantheon saw what was going to happen to their world and immediately said, okay, we're going to put you all on an aspect really quickly. It was literally, they saved the entire race within a matter of hours of the planet's destruction, which was, well, within a matter of hours of it being rendered light, unable to support life anymore. So yeah, the Grue aren't bad at all. I do have a race called the Lurkers, which might seem like Grue, but again, you're going to be wrong. Lurkers are a lot different. They aren't very nice, but we'll get to the Lurkers in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you soon, and thank you for listening.